Hello everyone, welcome back my YouTube channel Salesforce. This is Rohit and today I'm going to discuss about the Winter 26 LWC Local Action. So this is the new feature, so you have to learn it and it's very useful for us if you are working on the LWC with the flow. So this is the new target in the config file of the LWC, then you can configure it and use it anywhere as you want, and it's a very useful for us in day by day routine. Okay, so guys, if you are new in this channel, so please like, share, comment, subscribe the channel, also turn on the bell icon for more updates so you never will miss any kind of update from my end. Okay, so this is my YouTube channel, you can subscribe it or you can join it, it's up to you, but I requested you all please watch this video until end if you want to learn this new feature. Okay, so let's get started without any further delay. So first of all, let me open my VS Code and I will show you a couple of examples regarding this new feature, so you have to stay in this video. Okay, so first is like model. So how to create the model in a new way. So I'm not using any kind of old SLDS and all kind of code. I will show you the updated and latest code regarding the LWC. Okay, so let me create the LWC component. So create the LWC component, like create lightning web component, and like a component name, it can be anything but you can use it as you want. Okay, so I'm using like a model demo, something like that. So this is my child component. I can use this component inside my parent, so I will show you how we can use that. Okay, so first of all you have to open this one and we have this HTML and metadata file. So in the HTML, let me design this component first, right? Because it's a base component, so we have to use it. Okay, so first of all you have to use like lightning, and lightning you have to use lightning hyphen model. It's a model and the header. Okay, and the header. So this is the header. I cannot use directly like all the generated by the AI. I can use my own code as well. So you have to use this tag like lightning hyphen model hyphen header. This is for header. Under this header I can use my property, right? So label is the property inside it. So label equal to, you can give any label as you want. So I can use my label in a dynamic way. So I can use my curly bracket and I can use it like as a title here. We can define these property inside the JS after some time. So you have to design first your HTML and then we will move into the JS file. Okay, so this is the header. Now we have to use like lightning model body. Okay, so this is for header. So I can remove this space or I can make it in a same line, so don't worry about it. This is for header. Okay, now after the header I don't want to use this one, so here I can use my body like body, right? And the lightning model footer like this. We can modify based on our requirement, but for now I'm using like lightning slash model hyphen body for the body. Under the body I can remove this hard-coded value with our dynamic value, and dynamic value coming from content. So this is the property we have to define inside the JS file after some time. Okay, so once you define these things like body, now it's time to design our footer. So in the footer, just remove this button one because it's generated by the AI. I can use my own code. Okay, so now I can use like italic keyword, and inside this italic I can define, let's say, winter 26 LWC local action demo, something like that. You can define anything as you want, but for now I'm using this one. Okay, so our HTML is done. Let me save this, and once you save this, now you have to go to the JS file. Inside the JS you have to write your all the property as we already defined inside the HTML. So just after this one you have to use like API decorator, because we have to define that kind of property as a API, and API is a public property, then we can use anywhere as you want. Okay, and these all property as we have, like API title, API content from the HTML, and we can use from here to HTML as well. Bi-directional you can use it, but for now we are using this whole thing. Use this model inside your parent. So how to use it? This is the base model, or we can say that this is the child one, and this child we can use inside our parent, right? So it's very simple to use it. So now we have to create another component, and that is model demo action, something like that. Okay, and now this is the main component. Inside this main component we have to use our model demo component. So let me open the HTML and metadata file, and then we can modify it. All right, so in the HTML, so first of all we have to design the HTML. Under the HTML, here you don't worry about any kind of HTML regarding this, so you have to keep it blank for this template. After that in the model part, in the JS file, you have to write this one, like import extend, because I want to use my own custom component, that is model demo, inside my model demo action. Okay, so now here import, and now we have to use like model as a model modal. Okay, model demo, right? Model demo from this one, right? From and C/model demo. So no need worry about this again and again, write it. So this is the path of our component. After that, once you write it like C/model demo, right, this is the our this component like model demo, and then we are using inside our model demo action. After that, you have to use the API decorator, because I need some public property inside it, that is called title, size and content, and let me use it. And I can use another one like API size as well, because dynamically I can provide the size at the runtime. Okay, so these all property you have to define it. After that, I can use my async method, asynchronous method. So here you have to use, and please keep in mind, this is the very most important if you are working on the LWC local action in Winter 26. So you have to keep it this method as it is. There is no other name. If you define other name of this method, it will not work, and it's thrown an error. It's always is fixed like invoke, right? So API async, I can use async, and that is the method name like invoke. Okay, so invoke, this is the method, you have to define it. Inside it we have to use our that kind of constant. So I can define like const. Okay, this is my const, and const result, I can use like result, and here I can use await, right? Await model dot demo open size and content, something like that, right? And here const result like this. Okay, size, title, everything I can initialize inside this model demo, right? So this is the way to define it. Or you can return it this result, or you can print it in the console as well. No problem, is up to you, but for now I'm using like this. Okay, so this is the final component like model demo action inside my flow. But before using this component, you have to make sure to enable this kind of things inside the metadata file, otherwise it will not work as local action. So API name should be 65 or above, is up to you. Okay, and here we have to use like is exposed as true, and here we have to define lots of things. That is most important tag here right now. It's a target, and here in the target we have to use like flow action. This is the new one, we have to use it like flow, and here action. This is the tag, you have to remember it in your target. If you want to use this LWC as flow action, so always keep it this metadata file to be enabled. Okay, so once you've done it, now we have to define target configs. So this is the targets, and after that target configs. So here target config, and I can use like this. Okay, like flow action, name, title, content, this something like that. You can use anything as you want, but right now I'm using this, properties, all the things. Also you can define the size as well, right? So I can use like a property and a name, like size, name equal to size, and we can define here like size type is string. I can use like a string data type, and we can define it like small, medium, large, something like that. Okay, so you can define any value as you want, but default value I can use it here, like a model size or something like large, medium, and small. So I cannot define here like values, so we can give as a default one, so don't worry about it. So okay, so now in the property, leave it as it is. In the target one, I can use my this one. Okay, once you close it, now you can define the default property as large. I can use my large value of this model size. So here, once you've done this metadata file, now you have to open your org, and this time we have to use this LWC inside the flow. So just open the org, and in this org, let me open the flow. First of all, we have to deploy it, right? So without deployment, it's not we work. So just right click and deploy to source to org, and let's see. Yeah, our component deployed successfully. Now after that, we have to deploy the another component and deploy it like this. And once you deploy it, now it's successfully deployed. After that you have to open your org, and here we have to refresh it because it's recently deployed, so we have to refresh it. Under quick find, just open the flow. Under the flow, just let me click on the flows, and here you have to create the screen flow. So this action right now available inside the screen flow, no other flow, so please keep in your mind. So just open this flow builder. Under the flow builder, just let me create a screen flow, like screen flow. Under this screen flow, let me add one screen, and that is called it can be anything, but right now we are working on the model, so I can use my model here. Let's say model screen, something like that, and I can display my own text like a display text here. Just put it here, and welcome to the model screen, something like that. Okay, so once you've done it, and here is API name. So API name should not be contain any space, so just value we can provide, and here we can give any messages you have. Let's say message msg1, something like that. Click on the done, and now you can see our model screen. This is the model screen. Now we have to use like action. So once you go here action, you have to search your action. So our action name is model, like demo action, so it automatically comes here because of that property we already enable in the target. That's why you can see this model demo action component, otherwise it will not show here. So please keep in your mind, and please follow all the steps regarding this implementation, and don't skip anything. If you skip anything, it will not work in your case. Okay, so please remember this. So here let's say model screen demo, something like that, and here we already defined the model content, model size, and model title. So model content, it can be anything. For now I'm using, let's say this is winter 26 model action, or LWC action model, something like that. Okay, LWC model action in flow, something like that. This is the content of the model. You can define this hard-coded value as custom label or anything as you want, but for now I'm using as a hard-coded. Use it, it's up to you, but you can use it. Size, let's say large, and the title, let's say welcome, something like that, like welcome. Just save this flow. Let's say Winter 26 Modal Action, something like that. Just save this flow, and once you save this, now we have to test it. Now you have to click on the debug one and run it. And once you run it, now immediately you can see my screen like Winter 26 Modal Action and welcome to the model screen. Click on the next, and now here it's throwing in an error. Why? Let's see in the action. So default.open is not a function, so let me check in the LWC. Okay, so last time I forget to import this model one, lightning model import. So you have to keep in your mind whenever you use any custom model things or standard model things, so you have to import it. So that is the mistake I did last time. So just you have to deploy it, this component, and once you deploy it, now let's see in the action. Okay, so here just let me edit this flow. Again you have to refresh this one, and let's see in this time it will work or not. So let's see. Just let me debug this one. Click on the run, click on the next, and still I'm getting this same error again. So let's see what's the problem. Maybe cache issue. So just hard refresh this page, and let's see this time. Click on the next. Now immediately you can see welcome, and this is the content of the my flow, and this is the footer. So this is the model, and click on it, and finally it's done. Okay, click on the next. Again it will show you this all kind of things. Click on the close, and now you can see again and again. It's up to you. You can define after this action, you can define another screen like thank you for visiting or something like that. It's up to you, but this is how you can implement this kind of things, right? So now this is for model one. Now it's time to create another things to you guys, and this is very useful for us if you are working on it. All right, so just go to the just let me close everything, like close all tabs, and again we have to do like a toast local action, like toast messages, and this is very helpful for us, right? So let me define one component, like create like toast demo action, something like that. Okay, this is component is created, and in the HTML no need worry about anything. Just in the JS file we have to use like import so toast imp. Okay, imp dot LWC, and here toast, something like that. We can use like so toast, this one, like import so toast, and let me remove it, like import. Okay, so once you import this so toast event from this lightning/platform so toast event. Okay, now we have to define some public property, and it's inside it like a API, and here we have to define like this kind of things like title, message, variant, and our method name should be like invoke. Instead of this so toast, we have to use our at the rate API, and we have to use like invoke, right? Otherwise it will not work. Okay, you must use this method name like this. Other method name will not be work in your case, right? So always use this invoke method. Okay, so now at API invoke, and this dot event, or you can use anything as you want, but right now I'm using three properties like title, message, and variant. Okay, so how to use that? So very simple. Just you have to modify your metadata file, and let me open the metadata file, and we will see this one. In this metadata file, make it as true. Okay, because we have to expose it, and after that you can see these all things like lightning underscore flow action and flow action title message variant. Okay, and default value I can give like a success. Okay, success. Just save this, and now we have to deploy it. Very simple and very useful for us. In your case, if you have some business scenario regarding the LWC with the flow and using the screen flow some actions, so always use this new features. Okay, so now let me open my flow, refresh it, and now we have to use that component inside our screen flow. So let me add another screen, and screen name is, let's say, toast welcome toast screen, something toast screen. It should be fine. All right, toast screen, and here let's say display text. So here's a MSG2, and I can write here, let's say, welcome to toast message screen, something like that, and just click on the same. After that you can add your action. So let me add my action, right? So here this is the action. Under the action you have to use like toast. So toast example, so toast demo action. So you have to use toast demo action, because I already created another component, don't worry about it, but you have to follow this toast demo action. Just click on it, and now let's say toast action, something like that. And here toast message, let's say welcome to Winter 26 toast messages, something like that. You can enable this title, let's say success. Okay, variant, we already given the variant, but you can use it, let's say success. Just click on the same, and once you save it, now we have to debug this flow. So let me debug or run it, is up to you. So let me debug it first. Click on it. Now you can see first screen regarding our model, because we already designed this model, right? You can see this model. Click on the closed. Now you can see welcome to toast screen. Click on the next, and immediately you can see success, welcome to Winter 26 toast messages, something like that, right? So this is working fine as we expected. Now we have to define another component, and I already did 2 example regarding this flow action, and now this is the 3rd example regarding the flow action. Okay, so let me move into my VS Code and let me create another component. Okay, so guys, if you need this kind of code or this source code, I will share this code to you guys in the comment section, or any description on this video, so you can find out this kind of source code from my GitLab or GitHub. Okay, so now just let me close everything from here, and this time we have to do one thing here. Let me create another component, and that is regarding our navigation, because this is also a good example regarding the flow actions in the LWC with flow. Control-Shift-P, create the LWC, and this time I can give like a navigation demo, something like that. Enter it. Now our LWC is created successfully, and here we have to design it. So first of all, in the HTML, no need to worry about it. Now in the JS file we have to import it. All right, so I can use my navigation mixing. So how to use that? Very simple, like import navigation mixing from the Lightning navigation, and after that you have to do one thing, this one, and you can remove this one. So I can remove it. Now you can see these things, because this is the basic syntax, you already know about it, so no need worry about like I always explain each and everything, because it's a basic syntax, you have to remember it, right? Earlier video I already discussed it, so no need again and again. All right, so after that, here in this one, like API decorator, we have to use our, let's say, API and there is a object API name, like object API name. This is the one. Another one we can use like @API action name, like action name. Right, now we have to define our invoke method. So add API invoke, I can use like invoke, right? Add invoke, and this is the method, like add invoke, and inside it we can use it like navigation mixing this and a standard page, right? A standard object page, and we can use it. This is the attribute like object API name action, and this is the standard underscore object page. So it's automatic navigate to the particular object page in the list view, right? Just save this. In the metadata file, you have to definitely modify it, otherwise it will not work. So let me make it as true target, and I can use my object name string like this. Just save this, and now deploy this component to the org. Once you deploy it, now this time we have to test it inside our flow, and it's very useful for us if you are using it. So just click on it, and here I can add my another screen in this flow. Let's say screen, or this is for navigation screen, like navigation screen, something like that. Here display text, I can define display, and here I can define like MSG3, and here in the insert resource I can use like welcome to navigation action, something like action screen, something like that. Just click on the done. Okay, after that you have to add your action. So action name, like navigation, we have navigation, right? So let me check the action name, like navigation demo. So we already define it, right? Like these all things. So it's not coming here. Why? Because let me tell you the reason. And here let me delete this element first, save this, and now refresh this one. So once you refresh it, now this time you will be see this action here, right? So click on it in the plus one, like plus, right? Like plus, and here I can add my action name, let's say navigation, something like, yeah, navigation demo, and let's say navigation demo, something like that. Okay, it's a demo. Let me remove it, the K, and action name, object name, let's say case, right? And name, action name, it can be anything, but you have to remember it if you are working on it, right? Like you can give like home or something like that. So I can give like home here. Just save this, and once you save this, now let's see it will work or not. Just debug it, or you can just directly run it, it's up to you. So let me run it, and now our first screen will be coming here, like welcome to the model screen. Click on the next. Now this is the model one, you can see. Close it. Now it's a toast screen. Just let me click on the next, and now this is the toast. It is not coming here. Why? Because I will tell you in the particular scenario it will not be work here. So you have to do one thing in the Salesforce, in the any app as you have, or you can create any app as you have. So I can use let's say sales app, okay, sales app, or I can use my sales app like a app builder. I can use my sales app here, like sales. Click on it. Under this screen or under this app, right, click on any object as you have, let's say my account or something like that. Okay, click on this one, or you can open it anything as you have, let's say this one. I can use like a edit page. In the Lightning App Builder page, I can drop my flow, and you can use it directly from here, because in the flow, in direct flow, you cannot get all the things in the same page. That's why we have to use any record page, app page, home page, something like that. So anywhere in this page, just search here like a flow So this is a flow, just drag and drop anywhere as you want. This one, and just select your flow name. So this is the flow here. I can use my flow, right? So my flow name is winter, and you cannot see my winter one. Why? Because we did not activate this flow, so you have to activate this flow first, otherwise it will not show in the list, right? So you have to activate it and come to this page, and again you have to do one thing, just refresh this page, reload it, and this time definitely you will be see this flow in the flow tabs, right? Just drag and drop somewhere in this page and just search your flow name. So my flow name is a winter. Now you can see winter 26 modal action. So just click on it, save this, and once you save this, just go back, or you activate first, because first time I'm doing this, page editing for this org, because it's a scratch org, so sometime I will work on it, otherwise I usually used my dev org. So just go back from here, and here you will be see like a flow. This is the flow, like a winter 26 model action, and this is the model screen. Just click on it. Now model is coming here. You can see this is the model. Close it. Now you can see welcome to toast screen. Now just click on it. Now you can see toast success, welcome to winter 26 toast message and everything you can see. Now let me click on the next, and immediately you can see our case object home page is opened, and this is a case object and list view, because it's a home. We already set up like home. You can set up anything as you want. Okay, so this is how you can implement this winter 26 LWC flow action inside the flow as well as LWC. And this is a new target, you have to remember it. If you need this kind of scenario or this kind of requirement, always prefer this kind of things. Okay, so guys, that's all from my end. If you have any query question regarding this video or anything regarding the Salesforce, so please do let me know. I will happy to help. Okay, so guys, till then, bye bye, take care, see ya. Thank you for watching guys. See you again. Bye bye.